In 2291, in an attempt to control violence among deep space miners, the Leandering Mining Corporation established a series of leagues and bloody public exhibitions. For 50 years, the fight's popularity grew with their brutality. Then, the war came. From the dark depths of space, the Necrus armies attacked the Tyrrhenian mining colonies. The Tricasts called it a corporate skirmish, but you lost everything. Your family, your friends, your entire clan. Now you're fighting for all you have left. Revenge. From Epic Games, the studio that brought you Gears of War, Unreal Tournament 3.
Hello everyone, this is Ryan, the community editor.
And it's Dave.
It's not Mark, because Mark's left.
Yep, he's gone.
He's long gone. So say goodbye to Mark and say hello to Dave.
Hello.
Who's being very quiet at the
I am
moment.
being very quiet.
But you're going to tell us all about Unreal 3.
Apparently so. It looks very interesting at the minute.
Thank you very much, Dave. See, this is why we brought him on board, for that kind of cutting analysis.
This is the in-depth insight I offer, you see.
Well, basically, this was supposed to be coming out on PlayStation 3, and it still is, but it's coming out on Xbox 360 as well. It's actually coming out on Xbox 360 before PlayStation 3. So, if any PlayStation 3 owners are listening to this, ha! Ha! Owned in
indeed.
your face.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you're not going to be getting this, are you, Dave?
I'd probably not, seeing as every time I'm on Gears of War I just run away. But, you know, never mind.
You're looking for weapons, right?
That's what I say, you know. I try and provide a cover story.
That's by the same studio who brought you Gears of War. Wow. Exciting.
Oh dear, dear.
See, I've already had a moan about this one this morning, and what did I say, Dave?
It was exactly the same as the first one.
But what have they done that's new?
They've got a stupid rolling move in it.
I think the words I use are a bit more harsh than that. I think I might have used the word retarded, but
Yeah, see, I don't want to be bleeped out. You see.
no, you don't want to be bleeped out. But with me, it's fine. I've kind of got that attitude, man.
I'm
The
not
readers expect it.
Well, exactly. I'm not being your stereotypical mouthy northerner, eh?
Well, we all know you are. But yeah, this is just this is Ghost Recon 1.5. You know, I mean, I could lie and say that it has great new advancements, but you know, it's got a roll move. That's not great. That's not even new. It's just, what is this? It's not Ghost Recon 2.
Well, at least they can't add stealth sections, eh?
No, but I bet they for 3. Wait, Ghost Recon 3.
That'd be it.
But yeah, you can now control the Cypher thing, which is great if you're a big fan of Cypher, which I don't think anyone was. You can control the car that comes in and gives you weapons, which is great because really you just want the weapons and you don't really care what the car does. And you can roll around on the ground like you're on fire, which is great because at no point in the game will you actually be on fire for any period of time. So why?
You've spoken to Ubisoft there.
Yeah, they'll love me now.
No on-fire action.
They'll be like, oh, thank you for being so honest about our game. I'll be like, yeah, sure, it's no problem. I really didn't like the roll move. When's Ghost Recon 3 coming out? We're going to have that exact conversation, though. You wait and see.
I can't wait.
I'm sure it'll be big online, apparently. It has, like, clan options and stuff like that, which is good because only Battlefield 2 does so far, and more people want it in their online games, but, you know, that roll move's just stupid. If that roll move's online, I'm going to be unhappy. Or in fact, I might just roll around for the entire duration of the match just to make a point. Just to make some kind of statement.
See, I roll around during the entire duration of the match because I can't really do anything else.
Because you're not sure what the buttons are, right?
Yeah, that's about it.
It's even taking place in exactly the same location. It's like Ghost Recon 2 in Mexico. Ghost Recon 2 on the Mexican border. Brilliant. We're slowly moving into the US. I reckon Ghost Recon 3 will be just like in Texas, but with excursions to Mexico. Ghost Recon 4 going back to Mexico because they're homesick. Ghost Recon 5 in Spain, but they'll fly back to Mexico.
I notice a pattern here.
Yeah, it's they like Mexico. I don't even know why they don't develop the game in Mexico. Just, you know, go the whole hog. You like Mexico, just make the game there.
Well, I don't
Just
know.
live in Mexico. Just be a Mexican.
If I was a Mexican developer and was making a game where I was basically blowing up my own country every single day.
Also, can I point out in this video that this soldier's done nothing but walk back and forth amongst that wall for pretty much the entire duration. This is like me playing Gears of War. Just hiding behind a bit of cover, giving out orders.
Has he even rolled over? Doesn't look
And he
like.
hasn't even rolled. And that's new. What are they doing?
You've got a brand new counter snipe, Captain, and it kicks some serious butt. Should be just the thing to secure the camp entrance. Good hunting, Scott. Good to go, sir. Scott, you're gonna get pounded unless you take out those artillery pieces protecting the camp. To do that, you'll first need to ID their locations. How you get into position is up to you. Move. Move into position.
Move now.
Moving to position.
Let's move.
Moving, Captain. In position.
Move.
Moving to position. In position, standing by.
Move now.
Moving, Captain. Contact. I think it's Solo. Up on the roof.
Let's move.
Moving to position. Somebody knows we're here! Roger that. Kill confirmed. Roger that. By that low wall. Roger that. Kill confirmed.
Everything okay, sir? Keep firing! Keep up the pressure! Fire!
General, objective completed. Blackhawk 5 requesting permission to advance on fleeing rebel convoy.
Granted, we cannot let those weapons reach Juarez. Use extreme prejudice. Understood?
Neutralize rebel weapon convoy.
That's the hit! Blackhawk has been hit! You got a hit! Nice shooting!
Good work, Scott. You're now in position. We've given you a UAV or eye in the sky to ID those artillery pieces. You can control her from your cross-comm or from your tactical map. Standing by for your targeting coordinates, Captain.
Move out!
On my way! Ain't nobody around, Captain!
Move now.
Moving, Captain.
Now we're talking, Captain. One more to go.
You and the ghosts aren't in Juarez. Is that clear?
Clear as crystal, General.
Good. Then make us proud, son. And, welcome to Juarez.
Hi, I'm Whitney Robinson. I worked at Red Storm on Gra, and now I'm working in the Paris studio on Gra 2 as a level designer. I will be guiding you through the developer diaries, giving you an inside look at how we're developing this game. Today we will present to you the look and feel we want to have for this game. We're here with artistic director Corinne Villon and lead engineer David Razor.
For the artistic direction on Gra 2, we had two main objectives. First, we had to create a special ambiance so the players can really submerge themselves in the game. And secondly, we had to rework certain elements from Gra 1 that needed to be improved upon.
For Gra 2, we developed a lot of new elements that we added to the game in order to enrich the storyline and bring in some new tech features.
The game takes place on both sides of the American-Mexican border. The idea was for the player to protect the U.S. from any direct attack on U.S. soil. In order to build the drama around protecting this borderline at all costs, we have two main things. Through the use of filters, you can identify exactly which side of the border you're on, whether it's the U.S. or the Mexican side. The idea is that the graphic rendering evolves dynamically, giving an aspect to the game that's much more realistic than in the previous version.
This new Ghost Recon story uses all new tech features that we've developed and added to the motor. So exactly what is ambient occlusion? Ambient occlusion is a visual technology feature that accurately reproduces the way shadows appear in relation to its geometry. For example, on a building with a balcony, the shadow under the balcony is stronger than on the facade of the building. In Gra 2, we've also added in a real-time day and night cycle during the missions. This allows you to see the sun moving as you play, see the shadows on the ground change, and to really have the impression to live an adventure, minute after minute, just like in real life. This feature simulates the way the light interacts with various elements. For example, if the sky is cloudy and we look up, we can see the sun's rays passing through the clouds. It's a lighting effect used in function with the transparency of an object, especially with very thin objects like leaves. So when you have an object that is essentially opaque, and if we place a light source behind it, you can see different details appear like the veins of the leaf or even the shadows of other objects that are behind it.
The second artistic choice we made to emphasize the different situations on each side of the border is the level of destruction in the environments. Artistically, it means that the U.S. side will look pretty clean and untouched, while the Mexican side will show a lot of destruction, with special effects, fire, smoke, etc.
Take the example of two cars burning in a street and a helicopter landing between them. The columns of smoke will move away from the helicopter and disperse. We've also added in a new feature called Depth Sprite, which makes sure that this smoke doesn't cut through objects like buildings. Hence the smoke seems much more natural and we no longer notice the artificial side that was present in the previous games. Actually, this is the kind of feature that you won't notice after you're used to it, but you will always notice when it's not there in other games that don't have it. This means that we can now have missions that take place in the middle of a storm, affecting the environment even after the rain has stopped by leaving puddles of water. And there are also sandstorms in the game. All that brings more variety to the gameplay.
What's important is that each feature is developed separately, but they interact with one another. For example, ambient occlusion combined with HDR lighting simulates an extremely realistic light, making it almost exactly what the human eye would perceive.
The combination of all of these new and advanced technologies is not just to look pretty, but also to make the game more fun. Because if we work closely together with Corrine to develop everything that's necessary to have a better quality game, we also work with the game designers to bring them all the solutions necessary in order to have a gameplay that's richer and more fun for the player.
I need this taken out!
That's the end of this dev diary. Next time we'll look at how we push the Soldier of the Future experience, detailing the new weapons, equipment, and the new Crosscom 2.0.
Crosscom activated.
Monster Madness, Dave. What do you think of it?
I think this is ace, but every time I say this is ace, you just look at me very strangely.
Why is it ace?
Because it's got two of the best words in the English language in the title, isn't it?
Well, Monster and Madness.
Yeah.
What about pirates, ninjas, and lesbians and cowboys?
What about Pirate, Ninja, Lesbian, Cowboy, Monkey, Monster
Where's that
Madness? That's, I don't know. It's scheduled for 2009.
I'm going to predict a bit rubbish in single player, good in multiplayer.
I think you're going to be spot on there, really.
Yeah. I don't even know why we're doing commentary for the rest of this video.
Let's not even review it. You know, it's not worth.
I think we pretty much have. Oh, nice physics. That's the token comment for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Incredible vehicles, not really. It's just a kind of stompy robot that's a rubbish colour.
So tell me, what do you think of the lighting in this game?
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, who cares, you know? I just want to shoot things.
Yeah, and the better places to do it as well.
See, whenever I see this game now, I think of that PR woman who came down. She was hot. I'm going to think of that when it...
I didn't see it, did I?
Well, I didn't take a picture, unfortunately. Maybe I could have stealthed one on my mobile, but that might be a bit creepy.
And I think there are laws against that.
So yeah, Monster Madness. Say what you see. People running around and shooting other people. Great. You know, Dave?
I don't know. So it's like Gears of War, isn't it? It's like Gears of War.
It's like Gears of War?
Yeah.
How?
Well, you run around and shoot people, don't you? Or something. It looks like it, you know. It's just got more colours in.
Dave, that is the weakest comparison I've ever heard. It's like, this is like Gears of War.
It is, though. You know, back when it was a Mega Drive and the SNES, you say, oh, one's got more colours than the other. That's
yeah, but that was back in retro days when all the games were the same. They just had stupid titles like Shooting
and Monster Madness.
And War. Monster Madness. And Zombies Ate My Neighbour.
That's just a terrible accident. That's not a game.
I don't really know what else to say about this now.
This trailer's far too long.
It is, for a game that you'll probably be bored of by the time you would have watched this trailer if you're even playing it in real life. So
a new concept you can sum up in like 10 seconds, if that.
Yeah, I know. In fact, this commentary is completely superfluous.
Looks like it's finishing, so that doesn't matter, does it?
Bye.
Bye.
So every month there's a video on the DVD where I used to look at Mark before we fired up the video and say, do you know what this is? And he'd look at me and go, nope. And then we'd have to talk about it. And this month, Mark's not here, but...
Yeah, of course I know everything about this.
So Dave, tell us about the Precursors.
The Precursors is, I don't know, it's a game, it's for the 360, you may have heard of it. And
okay, I'll put you in. Basically, it's a free play shooter where you can walk around free and interact with hundreds of NPCs.
Okay, care to provide anything else? Has it got a world full of creatures, for instance?
It might do. It has these strange things that swim underwater and mech suits you can get into. It's basically Oblivion with guns set in a desert on Lost Planet. I don't think anyone will understand that, so I think I've kind of gotten out of trying to make some kind of insightful comment on this video.
Well, looks alright, you know. That's about as insightful as it gets.
Looks a bit like Deus Ex, but in the desert. Oblivion in the desert, Lost Planet in the desert. Oh no, it's in space now.
Oh right, that's an interesting.
God, these space battles are stunning. Again, I'll just run out of things to say. I'm sorry, but I don't know what this game is.
I wonder if it's the Precursor 2.
It's just the Precursors. It's a precursor to everything.
Yeah, no, but that just sounds...
Oh god, you can even have stunning battles on planets too, not just in space. So that'd be good, because imagine if you could have stunning battles in space, but then average battles back on the planet.
That would be terrible.
That would be awful.
Organic weapons.
A bit like Prey. Where graphics look quite ropey.
Yeah, they do a bit. Frame rate seems a bit more.
It's like a Nintendo 64 game.
Yeah.
It's the Nintendo 64 version of Oblivion with guns, set in the desert on Lost Planet.
You know, that sounds like the best game ever made.
What, a Nintendo 64 game?
Well, you know. Oh dear.
Various dangerous animals.
You could say that about a zoo, though. You know, it doesn't have to be this game.
Various things. You can say that about pretty much anything.
You got a lot of vehicles in a zoo. You know, you have to have a pickup truck and all that kind of stuff. It'd be really exciting. You got organic weapons as well. You can just release a lion on somebody. Anyway, that was that.
Yeah.
In a time when the world was at the edge of disaster, when lives were lost and heroes were found, the fate of 3 men, 3 strangers, and the fate of the world was about to change. Taggart speaks fluent German, moves in shadows, and likes to kill silently. Ross is a munitions expert, relies on brute strength, and in battle can move fast and strike quickly. Black Bull has incredible endurance, is an expert marksman, and can climb in and out of any situation. Three heroes, 3 destinies, 1 purpose. Hour of Victory. Coming summer 2007. This title not yet rated.
Please say something, Dave.
It's a devised comment, really, doesn't it?
The first game wasn't great, but it hasn't stopped Hudson and Microsoft from making this one just as bad.
It's the kind of thing that would appeal to me, but...
Well, I do like the concept of party game over Xbox Live.
Mm.
You know, the groundwork's there, but the game sucks. I mean, sorry, Hudson, but, you know, didn't you realise why the first one sucked? We told you. There was a review saying, look, the first one sucks, and here's why.
Yeah, don't you read X360, eh?
Actually, I don't think it was in X360. Excuse me, I think it predates that and goes back to the days of XBM.
Does it really?
Yeah. But
Oh.
even if they don't read XBM, pretty much everyone on the planet said Fusion Frenzy sucks. Stop it. I think it was actually the first, or at least one of the first, Xbox Live titles. Well, it doesn't change the fact that it sucked. He's more excited about it than I am. No idea what he's saying, though. He's probably saying it sucks. I completed Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires, and I look at this game and it makes me a bit depressed.
I watched somebody else playing it and they showed me a horse's bottom.
Your story's better than mine, you win.
It's not really a story, is it? More of a thing that happened.
Well, which is a story. The story is about things that happen.
There's no narrative bond to it as such, though.
It doesn't need to be.
It's over before it started, and, you know...
I think it was more like a... or it wasn't a fable.
Well...
Maybe it was.
Maybe.
An Aesop's fable.
Well, can you really learn anything from a tale such as that?
Don't watch people play Dynasty Warriors 5. And on that note, don't watch people play Samurai Warriors 2 Empires. Hey! Even their characters don't like it. This isn't good at all. Do you know what, right? I really want these kind of games where you just run around and hit people. Dead Rising had a bit of that, but then it kind of bogged it down. Come on, Dave, dazzle us with your outsider knowledge.
It's so great I'm literally lost for words. Ooh.
Oh, what did he do?
There's something or other.
Ah, that's really going to annoy me.
I think Retro Gamer really like him, but I forget why.
No, he did Elite back in the day.
Oh, yes, of course. Maybe this is like a CIA game set in a big ship.
Maybe this is a modern day Elite. Oh, imagine how angry that's going to make Retro Gamer.
And that is
even their favourite game of all time is being usurped by technology.
Yeah, they're going to refuse to play it and then come back months later and go, oh, we got all the achievements. Yeah.
Oh, Retro Gamer are a long way behind achievements. So what's this then? Is this like high concept Hitman or what?
It appears to be. The very epic, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what I don't like about these gameplay videos, is they don't actually show you any gameplay. I mean, this is just like all CGI stuff and cutscenes.
Could be anybody shooting anybody.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not me.
I mean, what does this tell you about the game? That the president gets killed? Great.
Well,
and a quote by someone whose name I can't even begin to pronounce. But hey, elite.
Every legend has a beginning.
Mello, Rip, CP3.
This is cool.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah. Did you know I know Exhibit?
No, I didn't, but I heard you want to go to town with him, is that correct?
Well, you see, there's no need to go to town with him because he's probably in this. You know, you can virtually go to town with him or something.
You know what, though? This is cool because I played NBA Street V3 on the GameCube, which had Mario in it. So immediately I hated it. I couldn't even give it a chance. This hasn't got Mario in it, and it's better, but it also has things like when you dunk the ball, if you hold down on the shoot button, a little meter fills up, and if it fills right, we get to do these double dunks and get double the amount of points. Which, yeah, it is cool, but you think about it, online with lag, people are going to get angry.
That was short.
Yes, it was.
Godspeed.
Cameras in the sky. Best friend in the spies. Freak prince so that he died. And it's still right in front of my eyes. And turn it up and pump planet all around me. This one's for those in the dark behind me that think they got me. We trying to coexist. Taking me out, telling my lines for you. They got special interests up in my business. Fuck my house, they got me blacklisted. Be cautious cause I got business. Question me for days that I witness. These are the last names and I still ain't by giving no names away.
Go on then, Dave.
Well, this is a very interesting title. Sort of, it's very, very odd, actually. I mean, I honestly haven't played anything like this ever before, and people say that, you know. But it's a sort of fighting game, and it's sort of like a fighting music game, and it's not like you just got listening to music at the same time you're fighting. Very bizarre. Like all the old background sort of pulses and, you know, falls to bits as you fight people. I mean, there's a load of story as well, but we can just cast that to one side because it's probably awful. But the other stuff is...
Sorry, it just sounds like there's a motorbike starting up in the next room, and it's very distracting.
That would be very unusual.
Yeah, especially if it like crashed through the wall or something.
Yeah.
But
it's another short trailer. The trailers are getting so much shorter.
Are they not pleasing you?
No.
Well, right to EA. They're the main culprit.
How that lip feel? I got that ass. I thought you was a gangster. That's how we do it up here. Outside, it's like Hurricane, bitch. Like that eyeshiner. Outside. Oh, you too close. I thought you was a gangster. With your punk ass. Oh, you just like getting your ass kicked all up and down the street. Hope you got insurance on them. How that lip feel? Oh, the picture get clear. Oh, let's get dirty then. Oh, you good now, huh? Stick and move. Come on, one more shot right there. Oh, you felt that, didn't you? Back the hell up. Come on, one more shot right there. Pick your teeth up. Question is, can you take another? This that gangster ish. Come on, one more shot right there. This how I do it. That's the way to the way. Open up.
This has the worst idea of all time. Do you know what it is, Dave?
No, do enlighten us.
Okay, if you have Vision Cam, or actually even if your opponent has Vision Cam,
I guess.
whoever wins the match online gets 10 seconds of airtime on their Vision Cam. Can you imagine? You get to see an American shaking his ass at you while calling you a noob and calling your mum gay. It's like the worst idea ever.
It's all the bad things about Xbox.
Well,
Live
one of
rolled
it's a
into
fat
one.
man sitting there naked who didn't realise he gets 10 seconds of airtime, and then he sees himself on the TV screen naked. Takes a few seconds to figure out what happens, then just panics and lunges for the camera.
That would be amazing.
It's just awful. Plus, if you win anyway, it's just going to be people sat there formlessly staring at the screen for 10 seconds, hoping it goes away.
No, but I'd be too polite. I wouldn't be able to do anything. I just
Bad idea, EA. Bad idea, but good game.
Home theatre near you.
That's like postmodern, isn't
it? I think so. Might just be stupid.
Strife within the global terrorist organization, and recruitment is said to be down by 25%. Nod's leader, a charismatic man we know only as Kane, has not been seen in years and is rumored to be dead, killed during the final days of the Second Tiberium War.
You can't kill the Messiah.
I can't believe the quality of some of this promotional art for this.
Just disgusting, isn't it?
Let them have it, eh?
Now, I read a review for this in the Daily Star, written by a man I know called Paul Vale, who describes this as underwater chess.
About 50% of the game takes place in planes.
So he's wrong. Is it aerial chess?
It could be.
Or is it underwater and aerial chess?
It could be submarine chess.
Tell us about the game then, because I haven't played it.
It's interesting, sort of bits of tactics. It's mainly action, because you obviously get to fly the planes around and try and shoot people down.
Yeah.
Whilst obviously trying not to do that. And that's about it, really. I mean, half the time when you're trying to attack people, you sort of... It's very bizarre. You sort of can't clear a clear path to whoever you're trying to attack at the time being. Anyway, it's very difficult, but then I'm not a skilled tactician, you see, like you could tell.
Oh, flattery, thank you very much.
Well, you know, it's the best way to get along.
I just want to know when Underwater Chess is coming to Xbox Live Arcade. I mean, this is all well and good, but...
Well, you see, that's an issue, but I want to know when chess is coming to Xbox Live Arcade. So
it's not, you just have to make do with this. It's the next best thing, and this Underwater.
Blast.
And that release date's a lie.
Is it? Oh.
Cast off. Call sign Eagle 1. I'm in pursuit of Japanese bogies.
That's Roger, Eagle 1. Send those bastards to hell. Sir, reinforcements have arrived.
I was talking to a strip club DJ about this game.
Were you?
And yes, I was. And he said there's an achievement for completing on the hardest difficulty mode that only gives you 1 gamer point.
That is harsh.
Yeah, so if you see people with this on their gamer cards and they only have 999 gamer points, you know why. It's because they're bottlers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it still shouldn't hold off.
But yeah, this is a game we should really have got Mark in to talk about.
It is a bit, really. Goth girls with big guns.
In fact, I might grab him for a Vampire Rain. In fact, I will do that. If there's a commentary track on Vampire Rain, I'm going to grab him. Get him to talk about it.
You can't grab Mark.
Oh, I can. Watch me.
Grab him in places. He doesn't like that.
I'm not going to do that. But yeah, this is cool. Is this been confirmed for European release now?
It appears to have been, I presume.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks alright. I mean, I like the design of it as much as anything else. It kind of looks a bit like a slightly rubbish Devil May Cry, which is no bad thing, because Devil May Cry is quite good. And yeah, it looks alright. Like I say, just like the design of it, girls with guns, always good, girls with swords, better, but obviously that's going to have to wait for another Japanese to European.
It's going to be Sword Witch.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Sounds looks quite fun, I suppose. Lots of things blowing up.
Yeah.
You know, if you like that kind of thing.
Well, things blowing up. I think pretty much everyone likes that.
Well, you know, I can take to leave it. Sometimes.
What about buildings collapsing?
Where do I stand on buildings collapsing?
Yeah,
You see,
what's your opinion?
I don't stand on them, you see, because they're collapsing, and I die. Yes, I thank you.
Oh, good. It has a Japanese song. This is so Final Fantasy, where it just like cuts out all the background noise except for characters talking. And it has a Japanese piano tinkling away in the background. Stop trying to be Square Enix. You're not. You're losers.
Losers.
You don't agree with me at all, do you? You don't even know what I'm talking about. You think I'm an idiot.
I don't think you're an idiot.
I'm going to cherish that line on DVD forever.
You've got quite possibly. I'm just wondering why this trailer's so long and we don't get to.
Well, they're just trying to add meaning to it. But failing.
Meaning isn't length. Meaning is substance, man. That's different.
Right, I'm going to go get Mark.
Hey, baby, are your legs tired? Because you've been running through my mind all day.
I want to see what happens if we never go home. You know, noon tomorrow. All right, when I say go, what's the race race? I got more than 90 minutes. 1, 2, 3, go! Hey, how was your day?
Oh, you know. The usual.
Guitar Hero has become nothing short of a phenomenon since the original first shredded onto PS2 in late 2005, and quite right too, reigniting the rhythm action genre with what has to rank as one of the all-time great peripherals. Its instantly satisfying gameplay is video gaming at its most purely enjoyable.
The mullet-shakingly magnificent Guitar Hero 2 will be rocking across Europe from November the 24th. And to commemorate this pivotal moment in the history of rock and roll, guitar manufacturer Gibson is holding a secret gig tonight here in its London HQ. Hot new act Lunar Mile is performing, but the real headliners are the incredible new Eurogamer supergroup featuring myself and Ellie, the Axe Gibson. So, without further ado, for one night only, welcome Tango and Thrash.
Gaming demo pods are the Daily Mail readers of industry parties, tolerated but ignored by most normal, well-adjusted people. Or at least they would be if any such individuals actually worked in video games. Either way, Guitar Hero stands apart in its tight white digital jeans. It's a special case whose irresistible lure is strong enough to become the main event in its own right, rather than a shunned PR-pleasing sideshow. Fancy that. Here, at the spiritual home of the electric guitar, people were literally queuing up shamelessly to wield their mighty plastic axes on stage, supported on the night by a proper aspiring rock band. And if genetics has anything to do with it, Lunar Mile ought to be pretty damn good, with classic rock hardwired into their DNA.
Judas Priest, my old man's the bass player.
Yes, and my dad is totally Black Sabbath guitar player.
And does the game send them into shuddering spasms of delight like a 10-minute prog rock solo?
We just had a go at it just now, didn't we? And it's a lot of fun. It's not quite like playing guitar though. It's not exactly. Yeah, because I lost basically. Lost to the drummer.
Ripping through a 45-minute set, the plucky young upstarts did their best to stir the crowd's leather-clad loins. We guess being watched by your rockstar dad is a key motivator. Black Sabbath legend Tony Iommo sneaked in unannounced to catch the set and seemed pretty pleased with his daughter's onstage antics. Just a shame some of the more fawning, starstruck losers in the audience just wouldn't leave him alone. Oh wait, hang on. After some terribly serious button bashing, it was time for Tango and Thrash to take to the stage for what should have been our defining moment of rock glory. Sting's Message in a Bottle was the anthem of choice, but in a suicidal moment of epic cockiness, Expert Mode was selected for the lead part, and despite the dramatic rock posturing and slick foundation provided by Ellie on the bass, the song quickly spiraled from top of the charts to bottom of the bargain bin. Whoops. In truth, musical differences have been tearing Tango and Thrash apart long before that ill-fated night, where the fissures finally cracked into an unbridgeable creative gulf. And the smack-eyed mainline backstage probably didn't help either. Just kidding, it was only methadone. A dramatic public split followed, with Tango and Thrash hastily forming bitter rival bands for a final reputation-salvaging rock-off. And fortunately, our cameraman kept his filthy lens away from the groupies just long enough to capture two swaggering performances of unashamed exuberance from Team Eurogamer. Or that's what it felt like after 6 bottles of Stella anyway.
games industry's latest attempt at a gaming lifestyle event. For Fuse 2006, Ubisoft has hijacked Newbury Racecourse of all places and booked a bunch of aspiring rock bands who'll scream and shout about murdering babies and drinking virgin's blood and whatever else they do, while some of the UK's top gaming clans battle it out on 360's superb Tom Clancy map, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. And with the content tournament weighing in a hefty 6 hours in total, there's nothing short about this Fuse. God Christ, this is rubbish.
It's hard not to be cynical when another attempt at building a consumer-friendly bridge between gaming and other entertainment media is announced. Most prove to be patronising flops after all. But Fuse, on this evidence, offers a refreshingly focused blueprint that certainly seemed to whip up into a frenzy those who bothered to make the journey west of London. But more on that later. The day alternated between knockout rounds of Graw and a rather deafening heavy metal battle of the bands. But for Ubisoft, this was predominantly the battle of the brand, its super successful Tom Clancy range. Keen to impress upon us the gritty macho realism of the games, the French publisher enlisted the services of a bunch of unsettlingly hardcore real-life commandos for the day. And the battle-hardened unit were only too eager to enlist the services of fearless competition winners and a bloodthirsty Eurogamer TV.
So, to spice things up a little, and presumably to scare the living shit out of us puny gamers, team leader Dave Thatcher and a bunch of actual ex-SAS operatives are going to take us on a simulated hostage rescue mission to give us an admittedly heavily diluted flavour of what it's like to be a Special Forces operative.
After a detailed briefing, all of which was obviously immediately forgotten like the finely tuned fighting machines we are, it was time to tackle the, terrorists, who, we were told with not a little relish, were going to fire stuff at us that might hurt. Great. Well, if they ever bring back conscription and we're called upon to defend our nation, they'd be best off leaving us to wash pots in the canteen.
Contact! Wait, let's go!
After this amusing interlude, we had a quick chat with one of the former commandos. And we were awfully polite, as we didn't want him to snap our neck like a twig or shoot us in the face or anything. He's got quite a history, you see.
We're all Marines for a little while, so the elite of the British forces, going into the elite of the game in the Graw, it's sort of one to the other.
Porter also reckons video games can be ideal training tools for the military.
Definitely games as a training tool. It makes you start thinking outside the box. You start thinking on a broader spectrum, and with the intelligence of the enemy and the games getting better and better each time the new game gets made, you start having to think more and more about what you think they might do.
Both he and his colleagues certainly get a kick out of Graw, and probably a punch, a strangle, and a Chinese burn too.
Yeah, we regularly play Graw. That seems to be the main one, purely for the simulation. It's so real, it's so much fun, and we like to kick ass.
No viewers, we wouldn't spill his pint either. The rockers and the clans tussled for the rest of the day. In the end, the primal screaming of PDHM deservedly won out in the Battle of the Bands, while Gaming Gang Maxis romped home to glory in the Graw tournament. We grabbed them for a reaction seconds after this famous victory.
How's it feel, guys?
Brilliant.
Amazing.
That was a good match.
What does it mean to win the tournament?
Oh, it's unreal, man. It's the first thing we've ever won. We've been to a final before, we've never won, so this is the first. It's amazing.
And you're now £1,000 up. What are you going to do with the money?
We're splitting it. We had another team that got knocked out in Fuse, so the actual money is going to be split between 8 of us in total. So, and the PC, well, eBay, watch out.
Well done, lads. And with the prizes awarded and the lights turned low, ragga punk metal act Skindred, their mothers must be terribly proud, closed the event with a suitably raucous set. Overall, Fuse 2006 definitely worked as a format, sticking to hardcore gaming fans and hardcore music fans instead of the usual flawed jack-of-all-trades approach. Ubisoft will, however, have hoped to pull in a larger crowd, but their Newbury Racecourse is never going to be the biggest draw on a Friday night. If they shift the venue to a major city and pimp it sufficiently, though, there's no reason why Fuse 2007 won't play to a packed house. And proof, if it were required, that this year's festival goers enjoyed themselves was provided by the frankly astonishing sight of a no-holds-barred mosh pit rampage during the final act. A mass outbreak of clench-fisted violence after an intense day of aggressive video games competition? Where's a Daily Mail reporter when you need one?
In FIFA 07, defending is a skill that is just as important as attacking, and to be successful you must master the controls. The first skill you must learn is to be patient. If you simply sprint at your opponent, he can easily outmaneuver you due to the fact you are not as agile when sprinting. An experienced defender will use jockey mode or defensive pace control to stand his ground before choosing the appropriate moment to launch a tackle. Slide tackling has also been improved in FIFA 07. Use these wisely when it looks as though the attacker is getting away from you, or use them to block passes or shots. Although slide tackles can be very useful if used correctly, mistimed tackles or over-aggressive jostling can put you under pressure. FIFA 07 has made some significant improvements to the in-the-air jostling system. The user must jostle for position with their opponent before the ball arrives. The aim is to position yourself in the best position in order to win the ball. Try to get in front of your opponent and hold him off, but be careful not to position yourself too far forward of the ball, or the ball will fly over your head. Strong players can also use the system to hold off an opponent and control the ball. Goalkeeping in FIFA 07 has seen improvements made to crosses, punches, loose ball behaviour, positioning and saving. The goalkeeper will now come off his line to catch or punch crosses more realistically than ever before. He also comes off the line more intelligently to pick or catch any loose balls that come into the box. Most importantly though, his saving has been improved. Lots of new animations have been added and the goalkeeper has an improved double save ability. He will quickly get up after a save and try and smother the ball, or get in a better position for a second or even a third save.
Punk rock, chic, fashion, big emotions, on hold, mental, disorders, passions, untold, emotions.
Free kicks have been completely reworked for FIFA 07. The new ball physics now enable you to add top and back spin to your shots. You can now directly decide which direction you want the ball to go and control how much top, back, left or right spin that you want to use. The first thing you can do is change kickers on the fly. Depending on where you are on the field, you decide who takes the kick. By simply using the left stick, you can choose which direction you'd like your player to face. After you've picked your direction, power up your shot. While powering up and while running to the ball, use the left stick to apply spin. Up for top spin, down for back spin, left or right for side spin. You can also use the modifier to keep the ball low. There are certain stars that develop their own styles while taking free kick, like Ronaldinho, David Beckham, Juninho, Frank Lampard, and Roberto Carlos. Of course, you don't always have to take a direct shot. You can call in a layoff man and choose which side of the ball you would like him to stand. You can now have him lay off the ball so you can run onto it. Once you've brought in the layoff man, he's not committed to the layoff. If you choose, you can have him take the shot. This gives your opponent much more to think about. Another option that you have with the layoff man is the fake shot. You can choose to run up, jump over the ball and allow your layoff man to take the shot. This new free kick system is not limited to taking shots on goal. You can also turn away from the net and curl in a cross, make a short pass or chip into the box. It is also used during defensive free kicks, corners and goal kicks. All spot kicks are taken the same way. Keep practicing and learn to score some great goals.
Punk rock chick.
Stranglehold is my first video game. So I'm very excited about it. I enjoy it, and I love to work with all the genius in Midway. I could say Stranglehold is the sequel of Hard Boiled. I missed the movie. I've been trying to develop a sequel for Hard Boiled, but I didn't know how. I didn't know how to make it better. But I was so lucky to working with Midway. They came up with such a great idea. Chow Yun-fat, he's the tough cop, just like Dirty Harry. So and he's the man who's fighting for justice. And the man with a good heart and always like helping people. Have never been afraid for anything. He have a lot of guts to against his enemy. He like to take challenges, just like Tequila. And also, he's my hero, and he's everyone's hero. For the movies, only the director and the character are the hero. But for the games, I think all the players, they all could be the hero. Stranglehold gonna be a hit, because I think every young man, every young people, they will love it, because this game will give everyone such a great opportunity to be in a John Woo film, or to make a John Woo film, or to make yourself a film. Tequila is a tough cop, but he also have a gentle heart, and and for his action, it's very smooth and elegant but tough, So when I'm making those kind of action sequences, I always like to use a slow motion with a different speed. Every slow motion have a different meaning to me. Of course, but most of the times I just want to make the actions look more beautiful, look more elegant. So and also it's also was the way to glorify the behavior of my hero. And Chow Yun-fat, he has such a great charisma, and he's and charm, and so it's always nice to working with Chow Yun-fat. He's such a great man. I truly admire him. Get ready, John Woo presents Stranglehold coming soon.
the odd time. Not the first time you did that. The odd time. But relating, you love that shit. You love
You
the
here?
spotlight.
We're preparing for evac. Already?
Yeah, I'm just, I'm doing your tactic, but I'm trying to be more discreet about it. Right, I'll stay up here and hope I live. Preferably in this nice safe corner here. I'll put my silencer on just because it looks good.
I heard something! George! Check it out! Got my cover me!
Ah, fuck, I'm in shot. I've got a feeling I might die. Oh, Jim. Jim, keep looking out to your right because they'll probably come around. Oh, they flashbang me. Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm not surprised that it's anyway.
Line there! Line there!
Charge the door.
Oh, man. So, Brian, were you just sort of like boasting about how much better you were then, and you just sort of died?
Right.
So that's probably the most ironic thing.
Right.
What the hell? Can't see you!
Where is everyone anyway? I'm kind of like on my own, feeling kind of lonely. Tempted to sing some really naff songs off Shrek, That's not very good enough.
I'm on my way up to the balcony.
I'm just gonna keep going ahead because I don't really know where I am. All I know is I'm like 30 meters away from where I need to be.
down the bottom.
Oh, this is crazy. When you defend that bit, and he'll come at you.
Yeah.
Your character, I'm kind of guessing you have standards. I don't have much, and that's why I blue give it. Oh, bug a grenade. Oh, yeah, the trip is always a good thing. I mean, Brooks taking the third is pretty big, so that's not good. Grenade.
Real cock.
Oh, bugger. Yeah, that's the run.
That probably has to help.
Yeah. You'd actually don't shoot people in the face. You can't smoke.
Right, you're just putting it in position a while. Wait,
Yeah, I'll go on the machine gun.
I think it's just there are some crazy turrets just charging.
Up on the screens or possible?
What a silly time to reload. Yeah, I can't really see anything. You know, like, just before you die, we just jump up the ladder now, yeah. You just put up the ladder, yeah? Yeah, I'm going to well, I'm going to see if I can slide. Oh, no. I was wanting to slide on you. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, I'm really playing this. This always happens to me. I play games, take it seriously, and about halfway through I think, oh, this would be funny if we do this. And just general immaturity gets in the way of doing anything properly. So, it's totally fine. The joys of being a film student.
Mission accomplished.
Right, I'm done.
Oh.
Yep.
And we also got to play with Samuel L. Jackson. Awesome.
Wow. You really gotta stand back with this one to really take you in the whole picture. Okay, yeah, I got it. Yo, Sandra.
No way! I'm getting pimped!
I'm here to pimp your ride.
I know! Ah, I can't believe it!
So this is in bad shape, but I'm happy to see you don't have any duct tape on your ride. Haven't you people learned anything from me? Enough with the duct tape already.
So X, this is my interior. What do you think?
Nowadays, you see a lot of players rolling with suede on the headliner, leather on the seats, but you bring in a whole new perspective. How about nothing at all? Just one thing I've always wanted to know. Is there one flavor that works better than the other ones? So this looks like more of a science project than a stereo system.
Yeah, and I think I did a good job.
Yeah, it looks like you're trying to contact outer space, like E.T. when you made this. All right, let me get them keys from you. You sure this thing can make it?
Depends how far you're going.
I love my job.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm Cliff Bleszinski and I'm lead designer of Gears of War and the Xbox 360. So far, the critical reception for the game has been absolutely phenomenal and we're really excited about that. We're also thrilled that everyone out there, gamers, love the game. We've sold over 2 million copies to date, which is extremely satisfying. Now, as a result, we've decided that we're going to make a couple maps available on the 360 on Live Marketplace. They're really fun maps. We've been playing them for weeks on end here, and we've tuned them to the point where they're just a blast to play. So make sure you download those, check them out, check out the gamer theme we're making available, and just have fun with it. The first map is called Raven Down. It's quick, fast-paced action right in the middle of an arena in which a chopper's crashed. Humans are on one side of the map and the Locusts are on the other side. The map is fast, the map is furious, and you have to be really careful and quick in order to take out your enemy. So the second map that we have available for you guys is called Museum, and we decided to take a setting that's usually pretty boring and pretty uninteresting, which is a museum, and put a firefight in the middle of it. Humans stalk the Locusts, Locusts stalk the humans. You basically have to be very tactical about how you approach this map. If you're careful, you can get the flank on your foe. You can make it around their side and take them out. If you're not, your enemy will flank you and you'll find yourself sitting on the sidelines waiting for the next round. Hope you guys like that sneak peek of those maps we're making available on Xbox Live Marketplace. Want to send a shout out to the good folks at Discovery Channel for helping make those maps available. Make sure you check out the show Future Weapons on Discovery, January 15th at 9 p.m. They'll explore the next generation of firepower. In the meantime, let's get back on Xbox Live for some more next generation gaming with Gears of War.
M for mature.
The Proton stream.
Okay, get a unit, detain him, and we'll figure it out.
Quantum destabilizer gun activated.
I didn't like to do anything that other kids were doing, and skateboarding, when I started skateboarding, it was definitely what other kids weren't doing. Like, just goofy, weird kids were skating, and I liked that, so I tried it. Skateboarding is different from other sports because you can add whatever you want to it. Like, there's not really much else to do in baseball, you know? You hit the ball. But if you skateboard, you can contribute to skateboarding, you can make things up, and you can really add to it. And there's so much like personal style involved in it that you can look at a silhouette of a photo of a guy and you can know who it is. You know, I think that's really great and unique. And like the artistic part about skateboarding is, that it sounds corny, but it's how you express yourself.
Well, here we are at the games industry's latest attempt at a gaming lifestyle event.